Hey Isaiah, hope you're doing well, man. Just first of all, what are the biggest differences with Coach Peterson and running this offense so far?
Um, Honestly, it's really no difference. It's ball, but Coach Peterson, he has done a great job like developing us, teaching us different techniques, such as like even like taking snaps on the centers, run game, pass game. He's been helping me a lot with my mechanics, so he's been doing a great job.
Yeah, what have you learned most from him? Obviously it's a different offense. So what's the biggest challenge for you, or what have you learned most from him?
What I learned most from him is like my footwork, like keeping my feet active, like drops, um, handing the ball off like little like it's the little details that he very strict on. So all those little details, he's been doing a great job helping me with that.
And Isaiah, you've had to prove yourself as a quarterback for so long. I'm just wondering, with the new staff coming in, is there any change to your outlook or your approach to what you do?
No, it's really no different. I'm just having fun playing ball. It's the same thing as ball. So at the end of the day, I just want to have fun, go out there, be confident. It's I'm not really trying to prove nothing. Honestly, the biggest thing is though, I'm just trying to take in what they teach me because every coach teach different. So honestly, just the different things that he like. I got to kind of cater my game to that, but I'm always me. I'm gonna be me.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Hey, Isaiah, I hope you're doing well. It's your third year in college now in a quarterback competition. If you could think back a little bit to that first year you came to college and were in a competition, and well, what do you know now that you didn't know then? How do you handle it having kind of been through this before?
The biggest thing, like I just stated, is like it's a game. So the biggest thing for me is just coming out here having fun and being confident, just being a guy, being a leader. That's another big thing with this coaching staff, like just leadership, having the guys rally behind you, doing like what they want to do, but in one direction. So us being together. So the biggest thing for me is just leadership this time around and just leading the guys.
We've heard a lot about that leadership of you really dating back to high school. Was there a moment in your life that you kind of realized that was a role you wanted to step into or you were able to step into? And it really doesn't sound like you've looked back from whenever that was.
Honestly, leadership, I feel like it's just something that came. It's never like something that I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. It's just something that's kind of in me. Um, like sometimes I don't even notice it. Like coaches notice it, but it's not something like I try to do. It's just in me.
Is there a time with this coaching staff that they've noticed it that you didn't, like any one time that sticks out in your mind?
Not really. You know, with me, I just try to do the right things, and hopefully people follow me doing the right things, and that's really it.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Hey, Isaiah, good to see you. You kind of just maybe hinted on a partial answer to this question, but what do you feel like are some of the biggest things you've shown Coach Bielema, Coach Peterson, and the rest of this coaching staff through the pre-spring workouts, through spring ball so far? What do you think are some of the biggest things you've shown them through your game and off the field as well?
Um, yeah, like you stated, one big thing is leadership. Just being one of them guys that do the right thing, um, just work, constantly grinding to become better every day. Another thing I feel like I showed them is my athletic ability, um, and that I'm a football player. You know, I love to make plays. I love to just go out on the football field and just have fun.
I mean, considering the run you got last season with the with Lovie Smith's coaching staff, you were seeing some starts, seeing the field a lot. What was your thought process going into this new coaching staff? As far as was there any concern for you maybe about trying to have to impress a whole new group of people again, or how did you approach that?
I really just approached it like just get better one day at a time. You know, I'm not in control of this thing. You know, God in control. So whatever He got planned for me, I'm just the one like out here doing the work. So I'm not really putting my focus into them type of things. I'm really more focused on just getting better every day, doing the right thing, and it's gonna show to the coaches. I wasn't really like I got to impress them guys. It was just I'm just gonna be me.
And you mentioned your footwork being one thing you feel like you've improved on with this staff. Have you seen any change in throwing mechanics at all? Because I can't remember who it was, if it was Coach Bielema or Coach Peterson, who mentioned maybe you had a little bit of a hitch in your throw that caused the ball to maybe sail on you sometimes. Have they made any work with you, any adjustments with you on that?
Yeah, every day he's on me about that. We watch film, we correct it, and then individual drills, we just attack it every day, just trying to, become the best I can mechanically while still being myself.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Hey, Isaiah, how you doing? What's the quarterback room like? How you guys all get along? Everybody friendly? You all helping each other? Tell me what kind of day what it's like.
Yeah, we all family, like them my guys. One thing we do a good job with is helping each other and giving each other keys. Like today, I was having a conversation with Brandon Peterson, about mechanics, and he had good insight for me. So it's like little things, like we help each other. Same thing with Deuce, Karan, Matt. Any way we can, we just try to help each other, uplift one another. If somebody have a bad play, come on, bro, you good. Next play. All we try to do is just uplift each other. Because if I can make him better, I can also become better. I can also become better. So it's a great one, great guys.
You guys are all in the same boat. I guess that's kind of nice, isn't it? That you all kind of learn together.
Yes, sir.
And do you sense that people outside don't know a whole lot about the offense? You getting questions from friends, from family? What are you guys going to do? Are you getting in that or not?
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, people don't know a whole lot about what kind of offense you guys are going to actually run. Are people outside the program, family members, friends, people on campus, they're asking you what you're going to do, or they just figure they'll see it when it comes to fall?
Yeah, they just gonna know we're gonna score a lot of points. That's all. We're gonna score a lot of points. That's gonna be the offense.
Okay, simple as that. All right, thanks, Isaiah.
No problem.
Isaiah, has any other position besides quarterback been brought to you by this new staff, and the idea of getting you on the field to make plays no matter where you are on the field?
No, sir. Right now, I'm playing quarterback. So right now, my entire focus, everything is going to be on me becoming a better quarterback. I don't know what the future holds, but right now I'm playing quarterback. So that's my main focus, nothing else, just becoming better.
And I can appreciate that. My follow-up would be is if that were approached to you as, hey, we want to put you in this type of a package just to make sure you get the ball and get touches and become an impact player, how would you feel about that?
I'm a football player, so, that's what I love to do. I just love to make plays and play football.
Thanks, Isaiah. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Hey Isaiah, I was curious your thoughts on Trinity Catholic closing down in St. Louis. It's a kind of a big kind of shock to a lot of people. What was your reaction to that?
I was kind of sad about it because you do so much for school, and I built, me and my guys, we kind of built a legacy with Coach C. And your high school, you always wanted to be a place that you could go back home and visit, just have fun. And it was kind of sad that was taken away from me and my guys, and also Coach Cord.
And so do you feel like you're kind of carrying that forward with Coach Patterson here, and Shaman here, and Frenchie here, and everybody else? Do you feel like this is kind of the legacy of Trinity Catholic?
Yeah, sort of, but we also have guys at different schools. The legacy is still going with all of us, the movement. So it's not just really Illinois, but it's all my guys, even the guys that's still in high school. I just hope they also find a place that they can go to that kind of also mess with me a little bit. It's my younger guys, but really it's all of us, the movement. It's more than just the guys that came here. It's like Marcus Washington that went to Texas, Bryce Childress that's at Coffeyville right now. It's all of us.
And my final question is, anybody you ask about you, I'm from St. Louis, and you know, people in the high school scene would talk about you there and here, and people always would reference how much you love the study of quarterbacking, the mechanics, the calls, the reads, everything else. How far back does that go for you of enjoying the position?
It kind of started my sophomore year when I kind of made up my mind that I wanted to play quarterback in college. So that's kind of when it started. And ever since then, you know, the love just grew deeper and deeper.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Hey, Isaiah, just following up a bit on that. What did you gain in playing last year and playing a lot in some Big Ten games? What did you learn most?
I gained experience. You know, it's kind of different when you out there actually playing in the game. So the biggest thing was experience. And that's kind of it. Like, it's a lot of things. Like, you know, just the game kind of slowed down as time went on. So that's one thing. Just kind of being in the zone. I learned like how to work with my guys better because, you know, like a lot last year, I didn't get first team reps. So working with the first team, that also helped me in games. So just little things like that.
And when you weren't the starter, how do you go about trying to lead? And how do you try and do that now as you're in a quarterback competition?
One way, like I stated, is you just lead by example. Guys gonna see you doing the right things, and they're gonna see the benefits that come with it, and they're gonna want to follow.
Thanks, Isaiah.
No problem.
Isaiah, real quick here, how do you sum up being a third-year redshirt freshman? I mean, that's probably not something you would have even imagined coming out of Trinity in high school. What's that experience been like?
Truly, it's a blessing. Cause it's like I'm still a young guy, but at the same time, I done gained experience. I done did it a couple years, so I know the ins and outs. But at the end of the day, I still have 4 years, so it's a blessing.
And do you approach that in terms of like, hey, I want to be here all those years, knowing like you could have a 6-year career or whatever that might end up with? Like, how do you take a long-term view of that?
I take it as like I'm gonna get better day by day. I'm not taking it as like I got 4 more years. My main focus is like I'm gonna get better every day. I'm gonna take it day by day. And if you take it day by day, then them days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months, and months turn into years.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Isaiah, in our conversations with Tony Peterson, he also seems to really enjoy the study of quarterback like you do. What has it been like, you know, picking his brain, getting to know him, and sharing some of these philosophies with somebody who cares about it as much as you do?
It's been huge. You realize how, like, terminology in the room is a big thing, how we need to talk the same. So, like, a lot of times in a room, we might all see the same thing, but we've been trying to find a way, like, to all say it the same. So that's been a real huge thing in our room as far as, like, film study. And then it's just been great, like, to learn the offense under him and see how he viewed things. Yeah.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Isaiah, for some of the people who might be layman just to basic football, how much of a difference is it for you to now learn a system where you're under center and making a drop compared to what you've done your entire career?
It's a huge difference, but honestly, like, it's been something that kind of helped me a lot. You know, going under center, I kind of like it better because it gets you moving, your feet up underneath you. You know, so it was a tough transition the first few days, but now I love going under center. I almost like it better than shotgun.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Anybody else got anything?
I got
Okay.
one more, Brett.
Go ahead.
Isaiah, just what do you think you need to do to be the starting quarterback?
I got to become more consistent and that just comes from just putting in the work every day and just being confident. But my biggest thing is just consistency.
Is there anything like physically or most important that you got to improve in your game?
Physically, it's not really nothing. Everything really just mental. You know, physically, I don't think it's really not too many things that I can't do on the football field. It's just the mental that kind of stop you. So just working on my mental game and just becoming more confident